Hey, welcome to the Create a Life That Is Beautiful podcast. I'm your host, Letitia Ringe, and this is the space to be for high vibe people looking to create a beautiful life and business. Let's do this. Welcome back to the podcast, my beautiful friends. I am Letitia Ringe, your host, and it is a pleasure, as always, to be here with you all today. I hope wherever you're tuning into from that you are having a beautiful day. As I sit here and record this episode, it's a lovely sun-shining day here in Sydney, which I just always love to appreciate as we are in the middle of winter and the weather here can be very changeable. So next minute, there's a very torrential downpour of rain. So it's always lovely to be really grateful when we have this beautiful weather. So I know many of you are in the Northern Hemisphere over there in Europe or the US or Canada or wherever else you are in the beautiful world. And so many of you are enjoying the beautiful sunshine. I hope that you're able to soak all of that in to your beautiful skin and soul. And just that you're all having a really wonderful day. So today we're going to dive straight in to today's episode. We're talking about six-figure strategy and holistic living. And so if any of you haven't guessed it yet, this is really my approach to business in the way I teach business and also in the way that I most importantly show up in my business. So I want to go through exactly what this means and how that's transpired for me in my business. And the reason I'm going to do this is because I really want to dive into what your definition of success is for your business. We need to know what this is so that you can create something that's really intentional and that is designed to support you as a business owner as you grow. Because what happens in business, we can get very easily sidetracked by what everybody else is doing and wanting and building and creating. And so we forget about what it is that we actually want. And in many cases, we haven't even really asked ourselves. And I don't think that's because we haven't asked ourselves or considered it. It's because we don't believe it's possible because of this idea that everything has to come at a cost of something else that we want. Now, of course, things do come at costs, but not in terms of the things that are most important to you. This is not what I believe our life or our business is about at all. I believe that we can have it all. It all being what our all is, not everything, but those really important somethings. So I want to dive into this more with you all today and talk about my approach with this six-figure strategy and holistic living when it comes to business and how for me this is really a representation of being able to have it all. And I'm also going to share with you all, for those of you who are growing your businesses, who are ready to go to your next level of success and that next chapter of your business journey, and who know that you want support as you do that, I'm also going to take you through a new opportunity that's available, and it's only available for a very limited time. I have been talking about this happening for a while, so I want to make sure I let all of you on the podcast know about it, because many of you will be the perfect fit for this mastermind, and spaces are already filling up really quickly. So stay till the end when I let you know all about that. But what you do need to know is that if you want to apply for the mastermind, I am holding application calls this week. So they're happening for the rest of the week, and I'd love to chat with you if you are interested in coming along with me for this awesome journey. Okay, everybody. So before we dive in, one other thing I want to say is a huge thank you to every single one of you who joined me for our recent Create Your Business Blueprint Masterclass. It was so wonderful to meet so many of you. As I always say on this podcast, it makes things so much better when I actually get to know you. Who I get to know is on the other end of me recording this, and who's listening, who's receiving, who's co-creating this beautiful space and energy with me. So every time I meet one of you and learn about your story, learn about your business, your work in the world, and it's just, it really is the point of everything. And I think that this is something that people really are surprised about when they meet me, is how actually interested I am in getting to know you, getting to know you as a person, getting to know you as a member of my community. I love that my community gets to be intimate. And so the way that I approach it is with this level of intimacy that's always available for all of you. And I'm especially looking at those of you who like to hide in the shadows and you don't necessarily send me a message or let me know that you're listening or that this podcast has really been making such a big difference. And I know exactly why we do that. We do that because we think, why would she want to hear from me? I do the same thing and at a lot of times in my life, but I'm really trying not to do that anymore because it makes such a difference when we all get to see one another. It's so important to me that I provide a space where we can all be seen. So I just want you to know, if you haven't yet joined us over in my private Facebook community, the Make a Difference Soul Tribe, that is a space for us to get to know one another. I also run, of course, regular trainings there. There's lots of collaboration and connection opportunities with other like-hearted people in this community. So a really wonderful opportunity to expand your network. But most importantly, it's a space where we can get to know one another. And so I've just loved all of the people who have been signing up and hearing about your stories and having some message exchanges with all of you. I love, 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 love this. And it's so beautiful to meet you all. So for those of you who attended the masterclass, the feedback I got was pretty exceptional. I know how powerful it is to have a plan. And so what I took everyone through in that masterclass was how to create a financial plan / strategy for 6 figures in your business that would also then show you exactly what your launch plan would be over the next 12 months. And this was incredible to go through because so many of you walked away really feeling like what you want in your business, the results you want in your business, are actually possible. And this is the power when we create a really intentional plan. So something that takes into account all of the right elements when it comes to creating a plan, which we went through in the masterclass. But for those of you who weren't in the masterclass, it's really about making sure that the way we set up our business, the way we grow our business, the model that we have supporting us in what we offer and the way we offer it and the time that we're working with and all of these beautiful things have all been intentionally considered so that we can then create a structure, a plan, a roadmap, a pathway to support us, which then makes it so much easier to show up in your business and feel really clear and confident about what you want to focus on each day and where you're going and how to create the results and all of the things that a lot of us soulful business owners kind of we fall over on because we want to be present moment focused. We want the ease, we want the flow, we want the alignment, but we don't have the plan and focus each day. And it's because we don't want to commit to anything. We don't want to limit our freedom, all of these things. But what we realize when we actually go about implementing the right plan for your business is that actually when you're taking into account the terms upon which you want to create and live in your business and in your life, then it's not something that's limiting. It's something that's actually super expansive and allows you more of what you want and also gets you to see that what you want is entirely possible. So everybody, make sure you join us in the Make a Difference Soul Tribe. If you'd like to enjoy my other trainings that I do, and I pop in and do random like spontaneous lives and things like that, or to help you with starting and growing your businesses. Okay, so let's dive into today's topic, which, as I mentioned, is all about 6-figure strategy and holistic living. Now, this is my definition of success, and it's the way that I approach my business. And this is because I do believe that you can have it all, that life should be fun, that creating should be fun, that business should be inspiring, that you should be able to be abundant and make whatever money it is that you want to make in the world and have a life where you feel really supported, where you're able to intentionally direct your wealth into whatever way you want to do that, whether it's saving, supporting communities, organizations, charities, people that you really love and support and admire, and that we get to do all of this and work with people that we love. We get to build a team of people that we also love and who are so amazing at how they contribute into our businesses. We get to have great relationships with the people in our life that we love and care about. We get to have great health, and we get to do anything else that is really important to you. This is my definition of success: holistic thriving in your life, financially, emotionally, creatively, physically, mentally, and spiritually, all of the things that are important to you. So what I would love to start off today is asking you, what does success mean to you? Now, as I mentioned at the top of this episode, a lot of us don't really know what that is. And the reason for that, I believe, is because we don't really believe that what we truly want is actually possible. So we love to dumb down our dreams to what we think would be actually realistic. Now, this makes sense, right? When we think about the way that we dream, we're standing where we are now with what we have, with what we've seen done before, with what we believe is possible because we've already aligned with it. And whenever you dream and set goals and define that expansiveness for yourself, you're asking yourself to expand into the unknown, into something that you haven't created before, potentially something that you've never seen done before, because it's your unique combination of what holistically thriving means to you. So this is such a personal question, and we limit our dreams, we limit our goals because we are basing them on what we've seen others done before, and because there is this underlying fundamental belief and the way that we look at the world, which is scarcity. And this is through the mind, right? Our mind, the way it looks at the world is that resources are running out. There's only enough for so many people. If I take something, I take it away from someone else. And so I need to be rushed. I need to get in quick. Time is running out. I just need to take what I can. And so we believe that there is so much cost in everything. Now, I call BS on that. And this was actually something that really came through for me when I was a lawyer, right? When I was in my previous 10-year career in the legal industry, and especially when I was there in my lawyer days. I used to hang out with all the other, lawyers in the office, and I'd chat with them about their dreams and their goals and what they wanted. And I would notice this pattern of only dreaming and making goals within what they thought was possible. So for instance, I would love to have more time and space in my life, and I would love things not to be so hectic and stressful all the time. And I would love to have more time to hang out and get to know my colleagues and to be with my friends and family and all of these things. But I have chosen the life of a lawyer, insert any other corporate career you're in. And so I know that this isn't realistic. So my vision and my dream is to be able to earn the money, to make good money, to be able to support the things that I care about, brackets, but not be able to enjoy them because I don't believe that's possible, close brackets. And then I'm going to reduce all of those other things that I desire to something that I feel and believe is actually possible. So I set my expectations quite low in order not to disappoint myself because I don't believe that they can actually happen. So this dynamic is the way that most of us run our lives and also our businesses. We set goals and expectations that won't disappoint, that are sure not to disappoint. So we buy into this idea that if you want to have a financially successful career, then it's going to have to come at the cost of everything else that you love and appreciate in your life. And so we take that from the corporate world and then we bring that into our businesses. And I just want to take a moment to call BS on that. So we are so committed to the stories and ways of doing things and goals and expectations that have been set by people who are not ourselves. And we commit to those by believing in them, by setting small little goals, for not believing that there is something else that's possible for all of us. And then we teach that to all of the people around us because that is the truth that we embody. Now, when I was a lawyer, I went around to everyone and was like, what? I don't get this. This can't be possible. It can't be that we're supposed to live a life that we don't enjoy just so that we can earn a good living doing that. What would be the point? We don't even get to enjoy the money that we earn. And I kept being met with, well, this is just the way it is. This is just the way it is. This is the sacrifice you make if you want to have a financially successful life. And I would not accept that. I did not believe that that could be what life is. So I argued against it. And then when I got really sick of arguing against it, I said, you know what? I'm going to go and do things differently. And that is what began my 5-year journey leading to where I am today in investigating holistic living. How could I really, really enjoy my life? And then also, how could I build a career around that? And this is the strategy that has developed and evolved throughout my time in business as well to what it is today, which is all about you can have a 6-figure strategy and business and be holistically thriving across your life. That is the definition of success for me. The way that shows up for each and every one of my clients is different. It doesn't even necessarily need to be a 6-figure strategy, but I want every single person to know that creating 6 figures is possible for you, and that when you work with me, we are working with a 6-figure strategy. It's the only strategy I can offer you because that is the strategy that has created my 6-figure business. So I really, really think that this is an important topic to talk about today. What is your definition of success? And is that truly your personal definition? What does success actually mean to you? And this is an important part of the question. And for any of the goals that you want, including the financial goals that you want, on what terms are you willing to create them? Now, when I ask that, I don't want you to then say, well, this doesn't mean I'm going to need to work hard ever. And by working hard, I may not even be talking about quantity, but more about it feels hard and uncomfortable. Because whenever you try to change something in your life, there is a period of discomfort. It feels uncomfortable because it is unlike the way you've been living up until this point. So even if the way that you've been living and operating in your business before is actually not amazing and you don't love it and you know you want it to change, like for instance, you feel like you're doing all the things in your business, you feel like you have no more time, you're throwing spaghetti at the wall, you're still not getting the results that you want. Well, let me tell you, as soon as you decide, look, this is changing. I am going to thrive in my business across the board, including financially. And as soon as you make that decision and start taking active steps to support that, you will be met with discomfort from your mind, because your mind wants to keep you back where you want to leave, because it's like, hang on, but that's comfortable and familiar. Stay there. Where you're going is unknown. You've never been there before. So you have this person, this part of you within yourself that is second guessing all of your growth and everything that you want and the success and the goals that you set. And that's okay, right? We can do hard things and we can live with this cognitive dissonance in our mind where we want something, but we also want something else that goes completely against it. It's okay because we can develop the awareness to see where that is coming from. But it's important to know that when you commit to the vision and your definition of success and how you want to create your business and the world you want to create for yourself, you will be met with discomfort, and it will require you to be so committed to the vision, the ideal that you hold possible for yourself, that you actually take positive steps in that direction, which means making decisions from the place as if you are already occupying that space. right? The best way that you can, because obviously you're not occupying that space yet. So there will be more information that comes through, but we need to be able to use the information we have and be taking positive steps in the direction of what we want. And as I'm saying this, I'm also thinking, this isn't just with the business that we want, it's also with the world that we want. So we're all talking at the moment about social justice, about anti-discrimination, anti-racism, about Black Lives Matter. We're talking about all of these issues. And as we talk about all of these issues, it is difficult because you want this world that we want to create of equality and inclusion and acceptance and belonging. You want that. Your heart wants that. I know that you want this if you listen to this podcast. But at the same time, when it comes to doing the difficult, uncomfortable work that we haven't done before, that requires us to look at how we've actually been contributing to a world that is unequal, this is hard. It creates discomfort within our mind, and the mind wants you to go back into the way things were, even though what you want is in front of you and you have a pathway forward, right? So this is what is always happening in our lives with anything that we ever want and set. And all I want to make the point of in today's episode is that you get to have whatever you want, whatever your definition of success is, whatever world you want to create for yourself, whatever business you want to create and life, it requires you to know what that is. And it's always evolving. This means you need to know what your needs are and what you want. What are your terms for living and being in the world? What are your terms for building and growing a business? And are you with me when I say, let's grow an incredible business that makes a lot of money, whatever amount that is for you. Let's have that six-figure strategy, but let's also thrive while doing it. Let's thrive, let's live holistically. Do you agree that this is possible? And if you don't, that's okay. It's because that's the way we've been conditioned. I just want you to start thinking a little bit more broadly for yourself about what is truly possible. Okay, so I called BS as a lawyer on what was delivered to me as this is just the way it is, you need to accept it. And this is what allowed me to then have the ammunition to go into starting a business and be determined that I was going to figure out how to create a business that would allow me the freedom that I wanted to work with the people that I love, to use my gifts and to support all of the things that I really care about, and feel like I am thriving while doing that. So sometimes you need that stark contrast. And also, by the way, I'm totally not suggesting that it's not possible to work in a corporate environment and also thrive. It is. It's just that there's a lot more examples in your face in corporate environments of people who do not agree with that. So it just requires us to, as always, tune in and ask yourself what it is you want. So after my career as a lawyer, during my career, I realized, hey, I'm not going to accept this. And also actually being a lawyer isn't what I want to be anymore. And so I ended up then beginning my journey of looking at how could I create a career that I love on my terms and how could I live holistically. And over the past 5+ years, this is what I've been researching and experimenting with and bringing into the business that I ultimately ended up creating. And I believe that this balance, this commitment that I have to being able to create an impact, make a difference, make the money that I want, and live holistically, it's that commitment that has allowed me to create exactly that. And that's what I share with all of my clients and community today. This is what we're working towards, and this is what we're embodying every step of the way. So when I started my business, I really dove deeply into the holistic living. I started working with my cycle and I built my business so that it works with my cycle, which means that I work with the 4 seasons of my cycle, which allow me to tap into all the different phases of creativity and work with my energy and hormones rather than against them, which is what traditionally we're taught to do as women and as people, because it doesn't work for anyone working ourselves in the same way every single day. So I started working with my cycle. I also started working with my inner voice and accessing this deep wisdom within me that was coming from a higher vantage point that was able to tell me things, intuitive things, nudges, senses of knowing that allowed me to innovate and receive creativity and know where I was going next. And then I also got into spirituality and things like human design and astrology and personality theory, and really understanding the different needs and of all of my clients and how that then affects the way that they create their businesses, etc. So this has been so important to me over the years, but there was a point in my business where I realized, oh, I've actually, even though I know that I want to have a really financially successful business, I'm actually not embodying this part of my commitment. I'm unconsciously committed to keeping myself small and to not making a financially sustainable income. And so there was this point in my business where I had that realization. And so I started to look at, well, what have I been missing? And I realized that the biggest thing that I had been resisting was bringing back the strategy that I had kind of rejected after my years as a lawyer into my business, to get serious and committed about creating the business model and the financial sustainability and success that I wanted. So I then went to merging things together really, really intentionally, like really upping the ante on that. I really got intentional about, okay, mentally, I need to feel like I'm thriving as well. And this is an area where I feel like I need some work because I'm not allowing myself the success I want. I am unconsciously sabotaging my success. And this was revealed to me one day when I had like really amazing numbers on my podcast, which I just by chance taken a look at. And my immediate reaction was one of fear. It was, I don't want this to happen. I don't want to grow bigger. I don't want more of the things I think I want. And so it was at that point, I was like, what? Why? And I realized I had so many beliefs there that were working against me, telling me that the more successful I got, then the less time and space I could have for myself. So I needed to clean that out and start working on that. And then I decided, okay, that's it. I am committing to this 6-figure strategy and holistic living in my life. And by committing to that, I took positive action to support that. I made decisions from a place as if I had already created the business that I desired and the life that I desired. And so I asked myself questions like, what would I do if I already had the results? What would I do if I already had this life and business? And this led me to doing things like, of course, implementing a plan and strategy in my business that would create the money that I wanted and needed, but also importantly, getting support in my business to create that strategy, to execute, and to really have someone there with me, have a team behind me that was supporting me to grow. And, you know, if I had the business that I wanted at that time, that's exactly what I would have been doing anyway. So sometimes we do this thing where we think, okay, well, I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that it's going to work out rather than really commit. And committing is actually taking the positive action before you even have the results. So we think in business, okay, well, let me just start making some more money in my business and then I'll go and get the support. But that doesn't make any sense because of course we need the support when we don't know how to do the thing. Otherwise we wouldn't need that support, right, in the first place. So we do these like interesting things and it just keeps us small and within our true commitments, which are usually unconscious. And so we really want to look at, okay, what have I, like, where is my life and business at today? What are my unconscious commitments? Because your life and business will show you. And then ask yourself, okay, what is the real definition of success that I want to commit to? Because this is what we need to know so that you can then ask yourself, all right, if I was really embodying this level of success, if I was really embodying these goals and what my intention is behind my business for what I believe is possible, how would I be showing up and what would I be doing differently? So as I've mentioned before on this podcast, that then led me to quadrupling my income and creating a 6-figure business. And what I did was have a plan and strategy in place. I really owned that masculine structure in my business and got my business model. I hired support. I invested in what felt like a stretch for me. I worked on building my belief. I hired a VA in my business to work with me on an ongoing basis. I looked at how could I make investments both short and long term, and goals, both short and long term in my business. And in short, I bet on myself. And that's how I ultimately created a 6-figure business. So I want all of you today listening to this podcast to really ask yourself these questions. What is my definition of success? On what terms am I willing to create whatever goals that I want to set for myself in my business? And how am I not embodying this definition of success right now? How am I standing in my own way? And of course, only do this from a place of deep love and acceptance for yourself and for all of the results you've created in your life and business so far. But we need to have this awareness, right? Because when you have the awareness, you can change it. And so that means being really honest with yourself about where you are and how you have been standing in your own way with the success you want. Because here's the thing, this is what I know about so many of you who are wanting to grow your business. You're incredible at what you do. There's no problems there with that. You're naturally talented and gifted, and you have a big passion and drive to share this work and to support your clients and community. However, when it comes to setting that strategy for yourself and having that structure in your business and betting on yourself and committing and investing in your support and up-leveling your belief, that is where the work is needed. So you might find yourself feeling really overwhelmed and frustrated because you think, hey, I'm great at what I do. Why am I not having more clients flowing in and to me? Why does it feel like I'm now doing all of the things in my business? And it feels like if in order to grow, I'm going to need to do more, but then I only have this amount of time and I already feel like I'm doing too much. All of these things are so normal. So many people, this is exactly what they're struggling with. And the issue is that we're just not being intentional about the way we use your time, about the way you show up in your business and what you offer, and you're not up-leveling your belief. You're not truly committed to what your definition of success really is. And every day that we accept the way things are, which is great from a mindset perspective so we can open up to new opportunities. But every day we take positive action to reinforce the reality that we've just accepted from this more unconscious place. We are just reinforcing more of what we don't want rather than taking that positive, probably uncomfortable action to change things and then allowing yourself to be on the other side where you in hindsight can see, whoa, at the time that felt really uncomfortable to ask for help. It felt really uncomfortable to do something that I really didn't want to do, like implement a strategy in my business. It felt uncomfortable to learn something new, to expand my business and open it up to someone else or to other people. But I'm so glad that I did, because that is what has allowed me to get to the other side. And that's exactly what happened for me. And it's what will happen for you at every level on your business. We just have to remind ourselves that that is the process for every single new goal that we set for ourselves. So with all of this in mind, this is over the years, this is what has then developed into my holistic business framework. And the reason that my framework has been designed in the way it has is because it needs to support you with both the strategic side of business, but also with all of the things we can do to make sure we feel like we're thriving across the board. So that's financially, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, and creatively. And so this framework that I've developed, it's completely unique. I mean, there's only unique or not unique. It is unique. I've created it. There's no one else in the world who has this same framework. And the reason I've created it in this way is after my own lived experience and of course also after working with so many other women and seeing where they need this same support. So let me tell you what my holistic business framework is and how it supports you in being able to really hold whatever your personal definition of success is that takes into account this holistic way we want to show up in our business so that we're able to create the money that we want and the impact that we want and enjoy ourselves and feel like we're thriving in the process. So the first is that we create an intentional strategy and plan for your business. Now, this is a 6-figure strategy and plan, and that's because the level that I'm at in my business is a 6-figure business, right? So any sort of strategy and plan I'm going to give you is going to hold you to that and what's possible. It doesn't mean that you have to create 6 figures in your business. It doesn't mean that you have to create it in a certain amount of time, but it also means that whatever you want to create, all we need to do is create an intentional strategy and plan to take you there. So that strategy and plan includes some of what we learned in the masterclass last week about financial planning and coming up with a launch plan, but it also includes things like your marketing and sales strategy. Because once you have a plan, then there's the execution, there's the promotion of all of your offers, there's the leveling up and bringing people in, having the mindset to support you to do that. Then there's things like our social justice side of our business and how we want to show up and support that area of our business. There's lots of different things to consider, and all of this is taken into account in the strategy and plan that we come up with, which is ultimately your very intentional business model. So this is a really important part of my business. And then there's the, advice along the way, like as you're launching things, as you're dealing with the day-to-day things in your business that come up, how do I deal with that? How can I move forward? And so obviously that's a really important thing for me to provide as a holistic business coach. The second part of my framework is all about working with your cycle. So as I mentioned before, working with my cycle is the number one system I use in my business. It's what allows me to create in a way that is fulfilling, because to be creatively fulfilled, we need to be working with the whole creative process. That means working with receiving your ideas, bringing them into physical form, sharing them with the world, refining and completing them. That's the creative cycle, and your menstrual cycle. And if you're not experiencing a menstrual cycle, the moon cycle shifts you through those phases naturally every single month. So if we work with our menstrual cycle or the moon cycle, we work with our energy and we allow ourselves to create longer term projects in a way that is sustainable, so that as you birth something that feels quite big, it doesn't feel like it's taken everything from you, because you have allowed for all the different phases of creativity, and you've worked with your body and your hormones as well. Really, really, really crucial and important to the way that I've set up my business. The third thing is that we always focus on your mindset. It does not matter if you've got the perfect strategy and plan in place. It does not matter if you're working with your cycle. If you do not know how to manage and up-level your mindset, you will constantly stand in your own way, because those unconscious commitments will be the ones that stand in your way. This is what your mind is committed to. So it will get you to look at the world through that lens and keep you within that lens, because that's what it ultimately wants for you, just because it feels safe and comfortable and it's protective of you, your mind. That's totally fine. The mind's doing a great job, but it's not what we want, because our soul, we as people want to grow and evolve, and as business owners. So we have to be able to see our mind for what it is and the role it's playing in the way that it sabotages our success and the growth that we want, in the way it sabotages the way we make decisions, like look at the decisions you make. And if you ask yourself, am I making it from this place that is committed to me not growing my business, versus what would I do if I already had the results and I knew that they were guaranteed, it was going to happen, and I was committed and willing to bet on myself? What decisions would I make then? They're so different. There's so different between that gap. And then the fourth part of my holistic business framework is all about working with your own inner voice, right? Because your inner voice is what allows you to innovate. What allows you to see the path clearly forward for yourself. It's what allows you to get the information that you need from within yourself, from this high vantage point, from this place that is peaceful and loving and abundant and solution focused that's always with you at every point. So I'm it's such an honor that I'm now able to provide inner voice facilitation for you all as well, so that we can find out, well, what does your inner voice say about your business? Where does it want you to go? What does it say to these mind worries that are coming up? And it instantly, because you're so deeply within that space connected, allows you to have the relief and the solution that you desire. So that's also a really important part of my framework. And then finally, this is kind of like a side note, but also developing a business model that works for you as an individual. So I love to study things like human design and astrology and personality theory and lots of other things to really understand the differences between people and how we can show up in the best way in the model that we create for our business, in the way that we market and sell, and the different needs that we have as individuals. Of course, the best way to learn that is to look within and understand what your needs are yourself, but we can use tools like this as well to give us a little bit of a better idea about the best way for you in showing up in those spaces. So I always love to be across that so that I can really support my clients in creating something that is truly going to work for them and their energy too. So this is what my holistic business framework is, and it's truly so incredibly special. And this is what I work through with all of my clients when we work together. And that's because our ultimate goal is to make a difference and thrive, is to create a financially successful and sustainable business and thrive and enjoy it while doing it. Now that sounds pretty good, doesn't it, everybody? I hope it does. So now what I want to let you all know is about my annual business mastermind. I've said for a number of months now that this is coming, and it's finally here, and it's for you if you're growing your business, if you've got your business foundation in place and now you're looking to grow and expand and really set yourself up for that financial success in your business and the ability to thrive while creating it. And so I just want to let you know that there is a very short window to apply for this mastermind, and it's already filling up quite quickly. The application calls for the mastermind are happening this week only. So if you are interested, make sure you listen to the rest of this episode and then get in touch with me so that you can book in a call right away. So it's called My Holistic Business Mistress Mind, and I've named it that because 1, we're women, and 2, we're using my holistic business framework. Now, this is an annual mastermind that I run. It's a high-level mastermind for women in business. You get to identify whether you identify as a woman or not me. You get to do that. And it's there to support you and create a container for you over the next 6 months. So we're going to be getting started right away, and it's going to take you through all the way to the end of the year. So I can't think of a better time to have support in your business after we've been navigating like incredibly significant world events that we've had at the start of 2020. Like now we're ready to really turn 2020 around and really have the support to navigate where we go from here. So this mastermind, what it's going to do is take you through all of my holistic business framework. We're going to start off designing an intentional strategy and plan for you so that you know what your business model is, you know what your plan is going forward over the next 6 months and beyond that, because we want to work both long and short term, and you'll know directly, immediately what you'll be working on next. So what we do is we start off with a one-on-one inner voice session together. So this is a 2-hour session. We'll be together. I'll be holding space for your inner voice. Don't worry if you've never worked with your inner voice in this way before, because I've worked with many people by now and it's totally fine. Everybody knows how to do it. It's very natural, and I take you through exactly how to connect. And then what I do is I use all of the information I have about all of the questions your mind will want answers on for your business to receive answers from you and your wisdom about the business that is calling your soul and the business that is most appropriate for you and where you're going next. And it's so incredible. I've already been running some of these sessions with some of our Mistress Mind members, and it's just been exceptional to receive and hear the wisdom that's coming through them. It's so actually incredible. So after one of these sessions, you walk away feeling so deeply connected with yourself and your soul, and this is so empowering. So when I've had space for me held in this way, when I was going through my inner voice facilitation training, I could not believe the way I felt after it. I felt like there was life before my inner voice facilitation and life after, because the way I showed up was like, I am connected to everything and I am so powerful, and I'm so clear now on where to move next. And I've noticed such a shift in the way I show up in my life. So this is what you will receive in these inner voice sessions. And then what we'll be doing is going into a workshop that I'll be leading with all of you and your Mistress Mind members. And we will be going through how to create this financial plan and strategy, as well as a marketing plan and strategy and sales strategy, and also your launch plan and a whole host of other things to create, so that you know that you're very clear on your business model, but then you also know what your path forward is. So we'll be setting short and long-term goals, and you'll have my direct input on the strategy and plan that you are creating for our time together. Now, I should also say that the Mistress Mind is limited to up to 10 people. So I actually have times available no matter where you are in the world, but the Mistress Mind people that you will be with will be limited to 10. And this is because you all need to have a high level of support from me to take you through the next 6 months. So what we will do then is from July to November for 5 months, we'll be going into the mastermind itself. So you've got that strategy to hold you and guide you. Now we move into the mastermind itself, and we'll be meeting twice a month. You'll have 2-hour calls with me and your Mistress Mind members, who you'll become very, very good friends with. And all of these people have been hand selected by me because they are committed to being in business. They're committed to making a difference and thriving. They're ready for significant growth in their business, and they're also ambitious with big dreams, but also, of course, equally soulful. So this is a space for you to really step up to the vision, that definition of success, whatever it is, for you to really step up and own exactly what you want and the terms upon which you're willing to create it. And this is what we'll be setting you up for. So having, of course, short-term goals, but also a long-term vision of where you're going in your business. And I'm so excited to go through all of this because I really, really love going through all of the strategy. It's so exciting. So in the mastermind, we will then be meeting twice a month, and in those calls, it will be an actual mastermind, which means that you will hear advice, suggestions from all of your Mistress Mind members. Now, often in masterminds, what happens is they usually are more like group coaching, which means that you hear and receive advice and coaching from just me, like just the coach, but that's not going to be the case in this Mistress Mind. The way that a mastermind is truly supposed to work is that you have a mastermind, which is the minds of all the people involved. Now, what will be different for us in the Mistress Mind is you will have not only the minds of all your Mistress Mind members directly contributing to your business and directly committed to holding you to your vision, and you'll have me guiding you along the way, but you will also have the inner voices of every single one of the women in this mastermind, which I think is so incredible. So you'll also, of course, get ongoing business coaching and mindset coaching from me. And on top of all of that, we're all going to be working in our businesses cyclically. So we will be working with either our menstrual cycle or the moon cycle. And this is super, super exciting to me because the best way for you to really understand how to work cyclically in your business and how to tap into this powerful, sustainable energy is to actually experience it, because hello, we're women and it shows up differently for all of us. So you're going to learn so much by actually going through this and implementing it into your business right away. So you'll get taken through what my menstrual magic business method is and how to use it. And then, of course, you'll also have other resources and trainings on an as-needs basis throughout the mastermind. Now, I don't want to give you a million things because we all have only so much time, and I don't want to flood you with a million things to watch and to read and to do all of these things. So what my intention is that the mastermind calls itself give you everything that you need. And if there's anything else that you need to move forward, I will then give you a relevant training or video go or resource whatever it is to support you. But I don't want to give you a whole bunch of things that I don't know whether you actually need. So you will get that as you need. And then also you will have a private space to connect with your Mistress Mind members between our calls so that we can all feel really intimately connected throughout the course of the mastermind. So this is how we incorporate all of the different parts of my holistic business framework. And it's what will give you everything you need to really stay true to what your vision and definition for success is. Okay, so as you can see, this is a truly unique mastermind, and it's all being very intentionally created for you all to give you every single ounce of support you could possibly need in your business as you move forward. And I'm so excited for what you'll be able to build with this beautiful container around you over the next 6 months in 2020, when it has been such a wild year. Now, of course, this Mistress Mind is an annual thing, so there will be another Mistress Mind in 2021. However, this is the final opportunity to work with me if you're looking to grow your business in 2020. So think about where you want to be in 2020 and think about what sort of support you would want in your business if you were truly committed to the success that you want and really trusted yourself that this was possible for you. Make decisions from that beautiful place. It's the only place to make them. So how can you sign up, or how can you apply if you are interested? All you need to do is head over to my website, go to letitiaringe.com/Mistress Mind, and there you'll find all of the details as well as a link to book in an application call with me. Now, the reason we have these application calls is so that I can meet you and learn more about your business, and also understand how this Mistress Mind can support you, and also so that I can assess whether this is the right space for you, the right next step